Today, we have taken orders for 366 multi-network SIM cards. So I'm Graham, I'm one of the founders of KeySIM. These are specialist SIM cards, mostly used to connect machines, CCTV systems, devices, more so than smartphones. Some people use them for smartphone connectivity because they connect to all networks, so the coverage is just miles better than a single network SIM. But I'm going to explain to you what some of these businesses do, why they've chosen KeySIM, and how we go about winning all of these deals and why we're growing so quickly. So the first call was with a logistics company, and they deliver stuff, and the endpoints for these deliveries can be anywhere in the country, right? So it could be rural, remote places. So they need a SIM card that has got the very, very best coverage, because when they check the goods in at the far end, the little machines, tablets, they need to have connectivity, otherwise they can't check the goods out. Interestingly though, I first spoke with this company 3 years ago or more, and they looked at KeySIM for another project, but it didn't quite fit because the project was using too much data. We maintained good relations, and 3 years later, they have a new project which involves tablets, small data use, trialed the KeySIM again for 6 weeks, signed the contract, 250 in the bag. That's logistics. Next one, and I can tell you who this is. So there's a big security company in Ireland called CSC Security Consultants, and we do something a bit special for them. So they put the SIM cards into security systems that are monitored by a third-party monitoring station. The SIM cards are deployed all across Ireland and the UK, and just like in the UK, where we connect to multiple networks, the same applies in Ireland. So Meteor, 3 and Vodafone in Ireland, right? But we've actually got a private interconnect into CSE Security Centre's monitoring station, which is called Reshore. So they can privately interconnect to the IP addresses on the SIM card, which are in the security systems, to monitor them. So that was another 50. That's 300. Next one is a client that's growing all the time that does digital marketing screens. So when you're out and about and you see the big screens with the ads on, very often they've got SIM cards inside. So inside the advertising board, the digital advertising board, will be a router and a SIM card. That's giving the screen internet. So when a client orders new images, that's how they push the images into the screens. That was another 50. Again, we've worked with them for years. Next one, solar panel monitoring. So this company helps to measure and monitor the, I'm not 100% sure actually what it is, but it's something to do with the volume of electricity that's being delivered to and from the batteries and the grids on solar chargers. Again, we do some pretty clever stuff for them, and they ordered 10. The final one, to make it 366, was a live streamer. So these are broadcasters that take multiple SIMs, can be between 4 and 8 SIM cards, but they need each one to connect onto a different mobile network. So it seems pretty extreme, but they could have Vodafone, O2, EE and 3 on 5G and O2, and then have the same again on 4G and mesh it all together and bond it. So when you're watching whatever it is, YouTube or could potentially be on television, and it's live, that's sometimes how they're doing the live transmission. Sometimes they put a Starlink in there as well these days. But yeah, there we go. So 5 completely different use cases, but between them, 366 new SIMs ordered, which for one day isn't bad. If I could do that every day of my life from now until we finish, I'd be pretty happy.